Welcome to Contact Smart Lists. This is the easiest way for you to manage the enormous number of contacts that you may find inside of your account. Smart Lists are an easy way to segment groups of contacts based on similar filters. It also allows you to enable viewing permissions for different team members a part of your company. To get started, we need to understand a few fundamentals. One is the filtering. In order to filter your contacts, you can click on Advanced Filters, and you will have the ability to search for fields based on contact information, D&D status, contact activity, opportunity information, client portal, attribution. Let's choose one of these examples. In our case, we'll choose contact information, email. If email equals a certain value, such as @Gmail, and we click on Apply, it will filter our contact records based on whether or not the email includes an @Gmail. As we can see, only the contact records that include an @Gmail are now showing. In the upper right hand corner, we now have this box that says Unsaved Changes. If we click on that drop down, we have two options. We can either save as a new smart list, or we can discard changes. Currently, we're viewing a smart list titled All. In our case, we're going to click on Save as New Smart List. We can now choose a title, such as Gmails, and we can choose to add any additional advanced filters. We can choose to sort by a particular status. We can also choose to show certain fields. For example, in our case, we don't need to show emails because we know that they are our Gmails. We can click on Apply. Now that those filters are created, we can click on Create, and a new smart list now shows titled Gmails. We can also see that the email fields are not showing because we disabled that viewing permission. In addition to filtering, which allows you to choose from various contact activity, custom fields, contact records, you also need to understand that not all smart lists are viewable by all team members from the get-go. If you want to manage your smart list, click on Manage Smart List and find the smart list that you want to edit. There's a small key that shows you icons based on the type of smart list. If it says a global, it has a global list that can be viewed by anyone inside of this account. You also have a icon that says plus symbol that says shared by you, and also a shared with you. On the right hand side, we can choose to copy a smart list if we want to copy it to another smart list. We can also share the smart list, edit the smart list name, and of course delete. If we have multiple smart lists, we can drag and drop the location and order of the smart list in our account. Let's click on the Share Smart List, and if we have a user inside of the account, we can then choose the sharing permissions. I have now added a user. I can click on Share Smart List and choose a couple of options. I can share with all users, which will now include our admin user, Lacey Lakeview, or I can choose to only share with Lacey Lakeview, which, because there's only one user, will also select Global List. If you have more than one user that you're sharing with, you can choose individual sharing privileges. Click on Save, and now the icon will show as a global list. We can go back to Smart List and see that Gmails is one of our smart lists that we created, and we now know that Gmails is a globally viewable smart list with Lacey Lakeview, one of our team members. In the case of wanting to edit one of your currently created smart lists, you have a couple of options. You can click on Advanced Filters, reopen the Advanced Filter section, add additional filters, such as the first name, equaling, lays, clicking on Apply, and this will allow us to filter the current smart list. You don't always have to save new changes. Sometimes you only want to filter out certain contacts, but not change and save your smart list settings. You can also click on the Customize list in the upper right-hand corner, which will allow you to sort by, re-edit some of the fields that we've hidden, such as email in the past, and click on Apply. Those settings will now be applied to the smart list Gmails. Once the smart list has been created, we now have the ability to edit and customize this list with a couple new options. We can choose to duplicate the smart list. We can choose to export the smart list, And we can also choose sharing and permissions directly from the Smart List page rather than having to go to Manage Smart List. We can also choose to delete the Smart List, and it'll remove it for all users and from your account.